Bror Fredrik coming at you with another video. We are across the street from the Rio right now. If you want to know where exactly I'm sitting, I am sitting in the Gold Coast parking lot. And we're looking at the Rio. Got some stories to tell you about the Rio. Follow up from yesterday's video at the Rio at night. We had a little night sketchy adventure. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate everyone who watched that video. Continue to watch it, share it, like it, and all that other good stuff. For those of you new to the channel, again, my name's Bror Fredrik, professional Las Vegas-based photographer, videographer, and part-time philosopher. And let's get into the Rio. The Rio. I'm going to start heading now towards the Strip. I'm on my way to the Strip, gonna take everyone along for the ride, but I figured I would start at the place we're actually talking about. So let's go. So the Rio, there's been a lot of rumors flying around about the Rio, and I cleaned my windshield, by the way. Someone told me to clean my windshield. But the problem is, in Vegas, with cleaning windshields is your windshield's like 289 degrees in the summer. So the minute you put water or the sprayers or anything you try to do, it just seizes up on the glass instantly. So it's not easy to keep your windshield clean in the summer in Las Vegas, but I did my best. So here we go, the Rio. Everyone wants to know what's going on with the Rio, blah, 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 because rumors abound about the Rio. And we're still looking at the Rio property right ahead of us here. This property is absolutely tremendous. I'm going to show you how big it is as we drive. Excuse me. So the rumors abound, and I was able to find from, let me tell you, extremely reliable sources after doing the video at night that you've probably all watched. If you haven't, I'm going to put a card up here. Let's see. I'm going to put a card up here right now so you can go and check that out. That video was a lot of fun and a lot of fun to make. The rumors that are churning about the Rio are that it's a covert hospital for casino workers. That way they're not admitted into the regular hospital and all this other stuff, nonsense. Whoever started that. I mean, there's truth behind every rumor, and there's always truth behind every conspiracy. So there's an element of truth to it. You'll find out in a second. But it's not that. It's not some kind of Area 51, black ops, hospital deal going on. The other rumor is it's a reality show spot. And they're filming this reality show. It's been taking months and, all this other type of stuff. Okay. Again, there's truth to every rumor, but that's not accurate either. Here's the other rumors that I hear. The Rio is supposed to open this week because they took my reservation. We're still on, you see to the left over here? I mean the right, excuse me. This is still all Rio property. Rio property is huge. So if they ever wanted to do a Major League Baseball stadium here, if they ever got tired of this place, they could certainly fit it. It is ginormous. It goes all the way down to 15 over there. We're going to pass it. But anyway, they took my reservation, so I know they're opening on Thursday. No, they're not. Sorry to tell you. They took my reservation for the 27th, so no, they're not. Sorry. But play it to your advantage, like I keep saying and I keep repeating, and I'm glad people are taking me up on the advice. We're still on the Rio property. It ends right at the bridge over here. I'm glad people are taking my advice, and if you did make a reservation and you do get bumped to another Caesars run property, because the Rio is not a Caesars owned property, it's a Caesars run property. It's owned by Dreamscape. Caesars just did a leaseback deal and they happen to run it. Okay, so if they bump you, you say, it's kind of inconvenient. You sort of put a ding in my karma here, so how about a free upgrade to a suite? And while you're at it, how about waiving those hotel fees? Do it. I'm telling you, it works. Read the comments every time I say it. People are doing it and it works. I mean, just don't say, okay, I'll stay at Harrah's, use it to your advantage. Okay, so that's another rumor. They're opening. Okay, they're not opening anytime soon. Sorry. So here's what I was able to find out from several very, very reliable sources, two of which that contacted me after having done the past two videos. So I know that this is as accurate of information that's out there on the street right now. And I know about the whole, Vegas.com, their article. I read that, and, that was inconclusive, and they were speculating the same way I speculate, I believe. But maybe they have better sources than I do. But current sources, the sources I have, the ones that contacted me, and I followed up with people that I knew too, and I was on the property. Here we go. Here's the deal. You ready, everyone? All right, we'll dispel some myth and rumor, and we'll shed some light on the whole situation now. What is actually taking place at the Rio? Now let's address, it's actually a 2-for-1, the quarantine and the reality show. Let's handle that first. There is a reality show that's being filmed in Las Vegas. It is taking place at the Cromwell. It is being filmed at the Cromwell. It has been filmed at the Cromwell for quite a while. The Cromwell is also closed. It's supposedly a popular show. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm supposed to tell the name, but it's Love, something or other, like one of those like pieces of land that floats alone in an ocean. Figure it out yourself. But that's supposed to be a really popular reality show, and their first episode here from Las Vegas is supposed to air at the end of the month, the beginning of next, from what I was told. So the Cromwell is doing filming of a reality show. The Rio is not. How the Rio plays into the situation is that the Rio is being used to house and for living accommodations for the crew, for the cast, and for the staff of this reality show. That's what all the lights we saw last night all over that place. So what has to be done because of the current situation with isolation? They've cleaned these rooms. They're doing isolation and sanitation procedures in these rooms. Let me fix this camera a little bit. There we go. And that's where the rumor started about that it's a quarantine thing. Because yes, they have been doing an abundance of cleaning. There's a lot of people staying in there, but they're not staying, 5 people in a room bunking up like it's college. They have it all, they have them all separated and isolated in their own rooms. And what happens is when it's time to film, they get called down. They come down the corridors that have equally been isolated and distanced and sanitized and all this other stuff, and they go out to vehicles that have been equally cleaned, equally sanitized, and the like. They get in the vehicle, they get driven over to the Cromwell. The Cromwell has the same procedures going on over there, like it's a sterile environment. They do their filming, they do their shooting. When the day's done, the procedure goes in reverse. They head back to the Rio, to their individual, sanitized, almost quarantine type rooms. And that's where they stay. They don't leave. They're not mingling around the strip. They're not, going out and partying. They're not over here at the Love Boutique on the corner we're passing. All they do is go from the Rio, from those sanitized rooms, to the Cromwell, to the sanitized set, do their filming, and head back to the Rio, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So that is what's going on with the situation. So that's a twofer. So I could see how the rumor started about that it's being used for sanitation and for quarantine, but so someone found out that rooms were being quarantined and isolated, and they were being sanitized, and only one person was staying per room. Sure, that kind of sounds like what? A hospital? So I could see how that rumor started, but that's what it is. So that was done for a purpose for this reality show. Again, part 2 of this, that's not taking place at the Rio. It's taking place at the Cromwell. And I'm not sure when they're going to wrap up filming over there, but I do know that the first episode that's from Las Vegas that's going to premiere here has been, it's already in the can, and it's getting ready to be released, I think, the end of the month, like I said, or the beginning of next. I don't know. I don't follow it. But I think the reality show's initials are LI, so you can look into that. So that's the story. So that's not myth. I'm like at the 99.9% on that. So you could take that as the Las Vegas truth right now. Now let's handle the other issue. Are they closing? Are they opening? Are they what? Okay, my reliable sources that I spoke to, and again, 2 contacted me knowing that I had interest and I was seeking answers, and I contacted another. So we have 3 sources all saying the same exact thing, which is they unfortunately are not opening anytime soon. They do not have a date. I know they're telling people September, October, November, and all this other stuff, but I would too. I mean, let's be realistic. If you book there and they move you to Caesar's Palace, you gonna be pissed about it? No. They say, hey, we'll put you up in the Nubu Tower. Are you going to say no? No, you're not. And you're going to take my advice and get your resort fees waived too. So that's the deal. They are not opening. They told me they don't have plans at this time. This place is opening off to our right over here. The Mirage is opening on the 27th. Maybe that's what part of the rumor was, that I was confused with the Rio was confused with the Mirage. But they don't have an opening date. They do not know what the opening date is. They are not currently in any kind of opening state. That means they're not rolling out, like all these casinos did pre-opening plans that took a month. They cleaned, they this, or that, blah, 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 blah. They're not even in that stage yet. As I said, it's still boarded up. You can tell. Go watch the videos. So they're not opening anytime soon. We do not have a date. Now, granted, they could turn around as soon as this cast and crew jets. They might be like, put the pedal to the metal and let's get going. Let's open this joint up. Bror Fredrik's been talking about us and people want to stay here. They might do that. I don't know. I mean, stranger things have happened, but if you're going to follow the procedures and follow a timeline, it's not happening soon. And again, I have 3 sources that say they haven't been told. There's no such thing as an opening date. There's no such thing as plans to open yet. So I'm not saying don't book with them. I mean, in fact, I don't know. It might not be a bad idea to book with them if you have the opportunity to get bounced to a nice suite somewhere. I'm not saying play them or anything, but, see what their site says. This is the current information as of today, and I'll pop the date, about right now, bang. And you can see the date for yourself. So if you are doing your bookings, you're checking all your sites, they might have killer deals. They might, find on, one of the travel sites, come on down, the Rio's like, $19.99 and a free car. Jump on it. Just read the fine print to make sure that it's not, anything kind of squirrely that's going to bite you in the ass. But that's my recommendation. So there you have it, friends. That is the story of what is going on with the Rio. And I'm going to stay on top of it. It's important to me because it's kind of in my backyard. Well, the entire strip is in my backyard, but it's kind of in my backyard. So I'm interested in what's going on there. And I'm interested in everything Vegas. I want to see them open. I genuinely do. Or, a major League baseball stadium, that would be okay too. But I want to see them open. I want to see them do well. I want the whole town to do well. So I'm going to stay on top of whatever the situation is at the Rio, bring it to you whenever I can. If I hear anything, I'll either make a post about it or I'll make a video about it if it's worth it. I want to thank everyone who's been following all my adventures. I thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, especially the 9% who stick around to the very end of every video. You guys are extra special. You're the crew. Join the crew, please. And if you want me to go having another adventure that you might want to inspire, or just a topic you want to discuss, I'm into it. We'll have that conversation. Just drop a comment below. If it's a place you want me to go and film, drop that comment below. And make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. That way you know when I'm putting out stuff, because I really don't have a set schedule yet. It is Vegas, so we kind of roll with it. And on that note, Bror, Fredrik out.